Hi everyone. So it is Monday afternoon, and I wanted to give a quick update on where we're at with this frozen IVF cycle. So today's Monday. My last update was a little over a week ago, almost 2 weeks ago maybe. After I'd had my cycle day 3 monitoring, and so I went back on cycle day 12, which was last Friday, and had another ultrasound, more blood work done, and I had a good follicle on, I think it was on the left, but I don't remember. It doesn't, so it's so funny to like go in and have them say, oh yeah, no, you have a really good follicle here, and it's like, it doesn't matter, like that follicle's not going to be used. It's kind of strange. Like, yes, I want it to, like, I want my body to be doing what it's supposed to be doing so that we can then have things go smoothly for the transfer and all of that. But it's so funny, like, it doesn't, like, I'm not excited that it's a really good looking follicle. Like, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, so I had a follicle on cycle day 12 that was a 14 point something, and my lining was good and everything, but things weren't quite where they wanted them to be before doing my trigger. So I went back in on cycle day 14, which was yesterday, Sunday, and again had ultrasound and blood work done, and the follicle had grown to an 18.22, and my lining, they told me what my lining was and I can't remember, but it was good, and the blood work was all good and everything, so they had me go ahead and do the trigger shot last night. So I did the trigger shot of Overdrel last night at about 9, and then I will go back in just for blood work on Wednesday morning, just to confirm that I did in fact ovulate, and then assuming that everything looks good there, I will go in for the transfer on Sunday, which is, I think, the 12th. Trying to bring up my calendar here. It's being very slow. Sunday the 12th. So I don't have it scheduled yet. There's no even tentative time, but it's just tentatively it will be on Sunday the 12th. So yeah, so that's where we're at. So I'm still just on the baby aspirin. I think after the blood work on Wednesday, assuming that it all looks good, they'll give me instructions on when to start the progesterone suppositories, which I think is supposed to be 3 days before the transfer, so that would be Thursday. So yeah, so that's where we're at so far. It's been a very, like, there's not a lot going on this cycle so far, and it's really interesting. The nurse, when I went in on Friday for my blood work, the nurse asked me if it was making me like more anxious and stuff to not have as much monitoring, not have as much stuff going on and stuff. And I'm like, actually, I really like it. Like, it feels very relaxed and calm and natural. Whereas, I mean, there were definitely benefits during the active IVF cycle of doing shots every day and like really feeling like you're involved and stuff is happening and all of that, and you have some control over things. Whereas this time it's just kind of like, yep, no, my body's doing what it's gonna do, and when it's time, we'll take one of those embryos and thaw it out and hope that one makes it. So it's like we're still doing stuff and we're still doing things to try to make it as successful as possible, but at the same time, it's just very laid back and very relaxed, which is nice. Although I am still having to go in for quite a bit of monitoring. So Wednesday will be my 4th round of blood work for this cycle, and should be the last. But it feels like I just keep getting stuck more. It's certainly not anywhere near what it was during the actual, like, the real IVF cycle with all the stims and everything, but it's still kind of a lot. So that's where we're at. That's the update. I will know more definitely when the transfer will be after I get the results of the blood work on Wednesday. So I'll do probably a really quick video on Wednesday or Thursday just to update about that and give the more details about when I'll be heading in. It's also been interesting this cycle. I have kind of chosen not to talk to people about it, and to kind of just keep it to myself, because I got tired of having to constantly answer questions from people, and I got tired of that, so I then created a secret Facebook group for like the people that I really trust, that that have known what's going on and everything, so that I could update them a little bit easier. And then I decided that I didn't really want to give updates, so we'll see if I end up deciding to share that it's actually happening when I have the date. But I kind of would like to just be able to share positive news if it's a positive outcome, or just kind of let it go if it's not. And if people ask, I'm telling them, but for the most part I'm kind of keeping it to myself, which is I'm happy about. So far I feel really good about that. So that is it for today. Thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.